Grizzly bear versus saltwater crocodile. Who wins? Let's find out. In one corner, we have the titan of the titan of Alaska's forests or Alaska's coasts, the grizzly bear, specifically the coastal grizzly bear. And in the other corner, the apex predator of Australia, the largest reptile on Earth, the largest existing reptile on Earth, the saltwater crocodile. Who will win a fight between these two apex predators? Also, let's assume both males are enraged and in their prime. And let the setting be like in a riverbank because that is actually the best for both of these creatures because like each of them has an advantage. The croc has water for advantage, and the bear has land for advantage. So hence, like it gives them both equal advantages in this fight. So, who will win the fight between these two powerful apex predators? Oh wait, I said it twice. My bad, guys. Let's get started on the analysis. We're gonna start off with their size and physique. First up, the grizzly bear, specifically the coastal grizzly bear. While an average male is around 800 to 900 pounds in weight, 6.5 to 8 feet in length, and 3.5 to 5 feet in height. Also, they're capable of taking down and dragging carcasses of large prey like bison and moose. Well, what I meant is they're able to take down bison and moose. And also they can drag carcasses of those animals, of those large prey. Well, also they can lift 1,000 pound objects and has paws that can deliver 16,000 pounds of striking force. Yeah, these guys are no joke. That's why it has. That's why is. That's why scientific name is Ursus. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know its scientific name, but I know it says horribilis, which means which 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 means scientists actually knew how horrible or even how dangerous this thing is. Also, if their strength isn't enough for you, well, check their durability out. They have thick fur, muscle, and fat. Also there's reports of a juvenile grizzly bear surviving a crash with a vehicle, surviving a vehicle crashing onto it. Yes, it was a juvenile grizzly bear. We're using an average male adult, so yeah, an average male adult could survive that. Also, you might think that even though these guys, you might think that when they're heavy, right? That means they're slow, right? Well, not exactly. Well, despite their size, grizzly bears are actually decently fast. They can run up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. While not as fast as like most big cats on Earth, they're still pretty fast, I swear. Also, do not forget they have really great endurance because they can fight longer and they can actually stand on their hind legs for a long time compared to like big cats. Okay, and also their bite force is around 1,160 psi. These guys are no joke. And also, it is said that a grizzly bear's bite can crush a bowling ball. Now on to the saltwater crocodile. Well, an average male salty is around 1,050 pounds in weight, 14 to 17 feet in length, and we don't know how tall it is, but like that doesn't matter. Well, it's able to take down large prey like water buffalo and gaur, and also can drag like carcasses of large prey into the water. Also, do not forget they have really powerful jaws. Well, their durability is even impressive because they have thick osteoderms and an armored head. Its head is heavily armored compared to other crocs. Well, unlike other crocodilian species, saltwater crocodiles are the most armored. Yes, you heard me, they are very armored. Don't underestimate these guys. These guys are the largest crocodilians on Earth. Now onto their speed and agility. Well, they're less agile and slow on land, and they also have weak stamina on land. In fact, they have weak stamina overall because like they don't really rely on like prolonged hunting like a bear or a wolf. They usually rely on explosive power, like big cats, but different hunting style. Well, but crocodiles, despite like being slow on land, they are actually fast in the water. Do not forget, they're also very agile. Also, they have actually one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom, which is around 3.7 k psi, as in 3,700 psi. Now on to their intelligence and weaponry. Whose weapons are more lethal and who is more intelligent in a fight? Now we're gonna start off with their weaponry. Well, the grizzly. What does the grizzly? What do each of these beasts? What do each of these apex predators bring to the fight? Well, the grizzly bear actually brings sharp claws and actually a decently powerful bite. Well, if you don't know this, like grizzly bear claws are actually meant to damage prey, and also and they're also meant for digging, not for not for like you know what. Grizzly bears have also a decently powerful bite, as in like we already discussed in the size and physique part. While the croc has bone crushing jaws, and do not forget it also has a tail, but here's the thing, crocodiles don't use their tail for fighting. They only use it for like warning displays. Because it's a sign of communication, not in fights they use. They usually rely on their powerful jaws. Now onto their intelligence. Well, it's pretty obvious it's the grizzly bear, considering that grizzly bears are actually one of the most intelligent predators on Earth. Because and do not forget they're also the most intelligent bears. Oh, or probably like it's either the black bear or the grizzly bear who's the smartest bear. And also it is said that bears actually are more intelligent than canids. Yes, you heard me because here's the thing, yeah. Grizzly bears have great mem. Here's the thing, yep. In rare cases, bears can actually use tools. Hold on, guys. I misspelled while over there. I made a spelling mistake in like while. It says like While, but while is spelled While. That is how it's spelled. My bad, guys. Spelling mistake. Plus, like grizzly bears have great problem-solving ability and memory. I mean, crocodiles are intelligent, but not as intelligent compared to mammalian predators. Now it's time to decide the verdict of this fight. Who will win? Well, I think the saltwater croc would win with high difficulty. Yes, like I know a grizzly bear could try flipping the crocodile, but that's very unlikely. The crocodile could just try biting onto it. But like here's the thing, yeah. The grizzly bear could just try like attacking the armor, attacking like attack could could like try to like attack like the crocodile, like try to like claw its back, but its back is covered with thick osteoderms. But like usually the crocodile would win, considering that like if a crocodile gets a good hold, and it do not forget saltwater crocs are actually more armored compared to their other crocodilian cousins. So yeah, also. Yeah, I agree. The grizzly bear is fast, smart, and brings more lethal weapons, but the crocodile is just overall more strong. Overall, more strong. Also, do not forget more durable. And also, the grizzly bear has poor eyesight. But here's the thing: the grizzly bear could actually sense the croc coming. Yes, you heard me. Because grizzly bears have really good sense of smell and hearing. That's how. That's how they can sense the croc coming. But the croc is simply too large for the grizzly. And do not forget, grizzly bears can won't be able to flip a crocodile because I mean specifically the saltwater crocodile, because the saltwater crocodile is around 1,050 pounds on average, and the grizzly bear could only flip 1,000 pound object. So yeah, it is pretty close, but the salty would win with like high difficulty. But like, do not underestimate the grizzly bear. The grizzly bear can still win, but like the salty would win most of the time. I mean, the grizzly could still have the advantage on land, but like it would be a very close fight. Hold on, it would not be high difficulty, it would be like high to extreme difficulty. Yeah, that's actually better. Not high difficulty, high to extreme difficulty. Well, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Well, peace.